Hello, all-girl wrench turner in the house, and so far I've changed all the bulbs in my Ambers, the two front ones, the two rear ones. I've replaced the battery, bought a new battery. I've changed the oil. Let me show you. I have brand new oil. Let me see. Oh yeah, it's so clean. Okay, so change the oil. Now I'm getting ready to change the transmission fluid, and here's the directions. Drain transmission and refill to correct level with fresh, clean lubricant at least once every year or every 5,000 miles, whichever comes first. Okay, so it's no different than like changing the oil. You just find the drain plug, remove drain plug. So here's the directions, and here's the picture. Number one, drain plug, okay? Look what it's pointing to. It looks like it's pointing to one of these, not these, but one of these screws that goes around, and it's actually, it made me think it was this one, but it's right behind it. See where the little bit of, that's what's left of the transmission fluid coming down. Okay, there's my drain pan. And this is the transmission fluid plug, and it goes up where that's dripping from. And you clean this off of any magnetic materials, because this is a magnet. So I've cleaned it off. That way anything weird gets in your transmission, it'll just hold it down by that plug and keep it from circulating through your engine. And here is the socket that I used. It says wind zone. It is 1 5/8. Oh no, just 5/8. It's 5/8 socket. And this is kind of cool. It has a L for loose and an R. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. And you just turn this, and now it's set for right, and it'll tighten it up when I put the oil or the transmission fluid in. Now I do have to take off 1, 2, 3, 4 here, because this is where the fluid goes in, this big mother right here. So then once the transmission fluid is totally drained, I'm going to put the plug back in there. And then I'll take this off, and then I'll put the fluid in, and then I'll put this back on. And then we're almost not finished, but I'm doing all the easy stuff first before my 3,500 mile ride coming up. 4 states, 3,500 miles, 10 days. Okay, it's totally stopped dripping, the transmission fluid, and that's all I need. I'm going to put the plug back in, but I wanted to show off. This is a bag of tools from Hubs with the Angel Wings, and it was for his motorcycle, which is gone, but it rolls up, and every tool in here is what you need to fix your motorcycle. It's got everything. So yeah, so far so good. I'm getting ready to put the drain plug back in. Okay, so I'm coming in to show you. That is the drain plug for the transmission fluid. Okay, and it's lined up with this one, and that's what it looked like it was pointing at in the service manual. Okay, all right, getting ready to put the plug back in. I'm on my side. Drain plug. Okay. Okay, so I'm getting ready to take those off, and I'm using this tool. What's it called? I don't know what it's called. Sometimes they have a name on it. just WinZone tools. It's in this tool bag, but these are Allen wrenches, but then these are a form of Allen wrench, but they've got like a star thing. And this is going in that hole. Just like that. And these are all ready to come off. Okay. Normally I would put the camera on the tripod. I just want you to see that these 4 bolts are coming off. That's where the transmission fluid's going to go. Okay, so where's the directions? This, what do they call it? Clutch inspection cover, right there, and the 4 bolts that go with it, and the tool that I used. And I'm going to get a funnel because the transmission fluid goes into that little opening. So I need to, and it only comes up to, that's in there too. Oh, add 32 fluid ounces. Verify that lubricant level is even with bottom of clutch diaphragm spring. Wait. Clutch diaphragm spring, number 1. Okay. Clutch diaphragm spring, number 1. What the hell was that? Oh, my dragon book. Okay. Okay. It's something that's in the back, I guess. I can't tell, but I know that it's not going to overflow. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to put the transmission fluid in there. It calls for 32 ounces. This is specifically for my motorcycle. This is 2 cups, so 2 of these. And I'm going to slowly pour it in that opening because it's supposed to be to the right there, like right inside there, not overflowing. So that means it's not theoretically supposed to be touching anything other than in here. So we'll see. But okay. Okay, so according to the transmission fluid, this is called Original Trick Shift by B&M Performance Automatic Transmission Fluid, pour in performance. And it's blue. So, okay. Okay, there is 1 quart of transmission fluid in there, and I see the chain that they're talking about. It's like right there, that thin line right there, and the fluid comes right to the bottom of it. That skinny line is the line to not cross. Okay, so now, and this thing is a bitch to put oil in, so I mean fluid. So I used this plastic spoon and held it with one hand like that and poured the oil into that spoon, and it just flowed in like that. I mean, it was a slow process, and I got oil on the floor, but I got like this stuff to suck it up. So now I'm going to put the cover back on and the 4 bolts and my tool. Okay, transmission fluid changed, oil is changed, amber light bulbs are changed, new battery. There's my snake gas cap because I'm a snake in Chinese astrology. I picked that up in Montana. Let's see. There's the face.
Although he continued to make films throughout the 80s and 90s, Siegel no longer enjoyed the same box office success that he had in the late 60s.
Yep, it's on there nice and tight. There's no gas in there because I have to change out my cylinder gasket. And that's where I'm headed.